Hello everyone, welcome back to the You Like That podcast for another week in the lockdown sessions. Again, back to back, you're joined with me, my name's Adam and I'm one half of the You Like That podcast. And...
I'm Brookie.
Brookie is back. She's
2
back.
weeks in a row.
Yep, it's pretty much official now, she's just the third member of the pod. So, unfortunately, you can't get paid because... we don't get paid, but...
I've been at work all day, and now I'm doing this.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Exactly right. But the people love you, they want you back, and it's good to have you back again.
I'm not doing it for anyone, I'm doing it for myself. I just love questions.
I know.
And I love you too, I suppose.
Yeah, thanks. Guys, for another week, we're here again in the lockdown, unable to see any brand new movies in the cinema. However, coincidentally, some new Netflix films arose. The Fear Street Trilogy, the horror trilogy based on the books from RL Stine, the same name back in the day. Something that just came out of left field, hit Netflix, and everyone was like, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
That looks mad.
Yeah.
So we went, fuck yeah, we'll watch all three, and we'll tell you what we think of all three. Before we start with this one today, though, we have, well, not Brooke, but me and Jack, have new content for you guys that's going to be coming every week. We are going back to live streams once a week.
Cool!
So
You're the best dad ever!
Thank you. If you all joined us for episode 50 when we did our live stream for Monster Hunter in our big 50th episode.
I was there.
You were there. A lot of people were there in the chat talking to us. And
it was fun.
Exactly right. It was fun. Everyone has been screaming for us to stream again.
Yeah.
And now is just the perfect time since me and Jack can't see each other for who knows how long now.
Yeah.
We get back on the screen.
You.
Yeah, and I miss him too so much. So we're getting back on the screen in a Skype format. We're going to be streaming back over on our Twitch, twitch.tv/YouLikeThatPodcast.
Twitch. Okay, I see you.
So you can join us in there, see our beautiful faces in what will look to be like we're together in the same room, but we're not. But we're just going to shoot the shit every week. We're just going to talk about some news, some topics of interest, just have a chat in general. So if you want to come and join us, have a bit of a conversation with us, talk about whatever you want. We'll be there for at least an hour, depending how long it goes, and just have some more fun through the week, give you guys something else to watch and look forward to in these shitty-ass lockdown times.
Sounds like fun. I can't wait.
Neither can I. And the first one will be happening tonight as we record on a Saturday. Once you guys get this episode, though, it would have already happened. But however, those episodes will be going up on the YouTube channel so that you can watch them if you do miss out on that stream.
Yeah.
You're never going to miss out on more content from the You Like That podcast, boys. Thank you for the sound effects.
That's okay.
Alright, so that's interesting, but what's more interesting is this set of movies that we're going to talk about today. So, Fear Street. Fear Street, Part 1, Part 2, Part 3.
Shit! Fucking shit! No, I'm just kidding.
You've just given people false hope. They think we're going to roast these movies now. But we're not. We're not going to roast these movies. Now, this is a trilogy that came out through Netflix. Was it weekly or was it fortnightly?
Week. Is it every
weekly?
Friday?
Weekly. So weekly they brought out 3 new movies. A new movie every week, for 3 weeks. These movies were originally supposed to be released in the cinemas in 2020.
Really? I didn't know that. Okay, cool.
They were under the Fox banner originally and were going to be released theatrically.
Yeah.
However, due to COVID,
I didn't know that.
it all got delayed and pushed back, to which, during that time, Disney bought out Fox. So then the guys owning this went, we'll sell it to Netflix.
I was going to say, Disney, what? Okay,
Yeah.
yep.
Disney bought out
Okay,
Fox.
I see you.
So then they resold the rights to Netflix. Netflix went, this is easy as piss. We'll release 3 of them in 3 weeks.
Yeah.
So we got those released between July and middle of July.
Yeah.
Late July.
The last one came out 2 weeks ago yesterday.
Yes, sweet.
So
we've had a good run with those ones there. Netflix just dumped them on there. They were all directed by Lee Janiak, who has not done a single thing.
I was going to say, have they done anything?
Not a single thing.
Okay,
He
well, kudos to them. They should go out with a bang.
Had one credit for some movie in 2014. It was just like
a short?
No, it was just like a Sundance film.
Oh, yeah.
Just
one of those.
One of those ones. Running time of each one. So part 1 went for 107 minutes, part 2 110, and part 3 114. So decent run times, your standard, nothing too massive, but they were jam-packed full of it. The Rotten Tomato scores for each one. Part 1.
Yep.
We had 83% on the critics.
Yep.
65% in the audience. So people weren't as much on it to begin with. Part 2. 89% on the critics and 82% for the audience. Slowly climbing. Part 3 ended off with a strong 92% in the critics.
I was waiting for it.
And 81% in the audience.
Yeah.
So the audience caught themselves up and just went, yeah, this is really good as a franchise and a trilogy. This is cool. The critics absolutely loved it. And we had a casting lineup, which is
beautiful,
fairly massive. A few names that some people might know. But the main one spanning through all 3 films, we've got Kiana Madeira, Olivia Scott Welch, Benjamin Flores Jr., Julia Raywald, Fred Hischinger, Ashley Zuckerman, Gillian Jacobs, Sadie Sink, Emily Rudd, Ryan Simpkins, McCabe Sly, Ted Sutherland, Jordana Spiro, and many, many other people in this show.
I'm so glad that you read out the names. I'll be like, yeah.
I'm sure Jack is happy I do it as well. If you read it fast enough and you butcher it, it's like it's okay. People go, he was just going a bit fast. You can forgive him for that one there. It was a bit of a...
I see you.
Podcasting secrets. But yes, so these are all based on the RL Stine books, the same name. It was a book franchise of about 80 odd books, including on the spin-offs and that. Took a couple stories and went, fucking, here you go. Take your shit.
Gimme.
So let's start with part 1. Fear Street Part 1, 1994.
The year that you were born.
The year that I was born.
Baby.
Brought into this world. What did we think of part 1?
Well, going back with the Critic Score and Rotten Tomatoes, I thought that would be higher.
From the audience or from the critics? Critics was 83, audience was 65.
Yeah, sorry. Okay, yeah. I thought number 1 was really, really good. It was probably... I actually don't know which one's my favourite. I love them all.
We'll get into that at the end after we've discussed all of them. We'll try to figure
number
out what's the best.
By itself, if it came out like at the movies, knowing that number 1, number 2, number 3 was coming out every Friday.
Yeah.
You know, it was fun, but we didn't watch them until all 3 were out anyway. But if I saw that at the movies, I would be stoked and counting down the days until number 2 came out. It was amazing in an overall thing.
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely good. Really enjoyed it. However, if I'm looking at a theatrical sense, I think it would have tanked if it came out in the cinemas. This feels like a streaming service movie.
Okay.
And when you watch enough movies in the cinemas and you watch enough movies in streaming, you can discern a very easy connection between movies that go straight to streaming and movies that go straight to theatres.
Yeah.
Now, regardless if this was going to come out in theatres, I personally feel it would have done so much different had it been released in the cinemas as a standalone movie.
Nah, I get you. I'm just so easy pleased in a way.
100%. I'm not saying that, I loved it. I love this trilogy completely. 100% will watch them again.
I would love to watch all 3 at the cinemas in one big movie marathon. Not that I've ever been, but I would do it.
Yeah, now I think, after seeing them now, I would like to see them in the cinemas. But in the terms of had this been marketed as a theatrical movie, gone through the ropes of trailers coming out here, there, wherever, before other movies, and then coming out in a COVID time, I don't think it would have performed anywhere near what it would have.
Yeah, okay.
It would have been looked past by a lot of people.
Yeah.
The ease with streaming platforms, especially Netflix, very easy to stumble across a movie and go, give it a shot.
Yeah.
Because otherwise people aren't going to go to Scramble to the Movies and go, what's out? Fear Street. Yeah, I'll pay $20 for that.
See, I think the reason why I stumbled across it, because you were like, what? You weren't really...
I'd seen people posting about it, but I just looked past it because I was just like,
Well, I want to think, you know how, Netflix have, the top 10 now and that?
Yeah.
I always look into that for, what is everyone else watching? And sometimes I hate it, like Schitt's Creek. I like, oh, I'll give it a go. Everyone talks about it. Can't do it. Emily in Paris. I know these are TV shows, but sometimes, like, that was a shit show. But sometimes there's some stinkers in there, and sometimes there's some winners. And I think Fear Street was definitely a winner in that top 10.
Yeah, definitely a winner. So, for those who don't know anything about Fear Street, this is a very slasher type horror.
Old school.
It's very old school-ish. It's obviously all set between 1994 and past, so nothing ever in the future. There's nothing new.
Even though they play songs.
Oh, it's your one thing you keep going on. They played a
94?
song that was made in 96 in the 94 movie. And
well, they did. Anyway. It's okay.
First world problems. So it's a slasher type movie with some supernatural, demonic type things in the background, sort of driving this movie through. So the main premise behind this film is you have Shadyside, where every few years there seems to be some gruesome ass murder in the town. That just it just seems like Shadyside is a terrible place where bad things just happen.
Like Dapto?
Like Dapto or Berkeley. Shout out those grubby places. Yeah, so there seems to be like essentially a sort of curse upon this town. Their rivaling neighbours Sunnyvale are perfect. Rich country, rich town, prissy teenage
Jocks
kids. Jocks, the fucking bimbo cheerleaders and that.
Yeah.
It's a very split. One have it good, one have it bad. And the movie explores the reasoning behind the stories of the witch Sarah Fierce, who everyone believes is the one who creates this curse on Shadyside and is creating these murderers every so often to create these tragedies in Shadyside. So our main people of this, Dina and her friends, search to uncover the truth of what's really happening.
And her brother, yeah.
And we get a trilogy based upon this. So the first one explores everything. Well, a new set of murders that's just happened. Why is this happening? They find out about Sarah Fierce, and then start to figure out why this is happening, or what can they do to drive this away.
And I forget the brother's name, but the brother is like so into it. He knows the history about Sarah.
Yeah, he's in the chat rooms. He's communicating with his people. Wish I could remember, but I can't remember his name. You have your phone on you, don't you?
We just...
Yeah. Yeah. He's good, but he's a good kid.
Should I get my phone?
Maybe just do it, because it's going to drive me crazy.
We've
got to talk about him 2 more times in 2 more movies. Yeah, so he's in these chat rooms that knows about all the previous murders and that, and obviously he's the link to knowing certain weaknesses and what they can do to stop it. So within this movie, it's really well done, color-wise.
Well, the funny thing was, remember when I said to you when we first put it on, I was like, I'm getting like Goosebump vibes from it.
Yeah.
Like the TV series.
Yeah.
And then obviously we found out.
Yeah, exactly. But
I typed in Goosebumps. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Okay, yep.
You love those ones. But yeah, it's a very colourful movie, especially for being a slasher movie you don't expect. But being 94, you...
Josh!
That's the name. Josh is the brother.
So...
It's a simple name.
So,
just Josh.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Josh is the kid that knows it all. The brother of Dina. And yeah.
Oh.
So, all right, that's good. Now we know. Yes.
My phone here.
Colourful movie. Very colourful. Love the colours.
Nostalgic as well.
Nostalgic. The gore factor in these movies, brilliant.
Yeah.
Love
well, see, I don't like gore. I hate Saw. It's not because I'm like, yeah, oh my god. I'm just like, cool. Blood, like...
it adds tension. It adds...
I just don't get off on it like you do.
I don't get off on it.
No,
Shut up. Don't put that on a t-shirt.
But the thing is, like, it was pretty gore. I liked it.
It was practical gore, basically, is what it was. It was very...
I liked it.
Practical effects, not a lot of CGI towards it.
Yeah.
Because you could sort of see the little cuts in the filming when someone would take a hatchet to the head or something, so you can... cut that together while he doesn't have the axe on the head, and now he does have the axe on the head. So it's all done really well practically, and it looks great. It doesn't look cheap. It's effective. It's not over the top for the most part, unless it needs to be. It just drives the rest of the film really well.
There's no boring bits in either of them, all three of them. Like, I know they don't have like a long time in in the minutes wise, but like I feel like you're always watching it, not
it's
going
full.
to your phone or.
It's full. It's very full. There's always something happening.
Yeah.
Which makes it a lot easier to watch and a lot easier to follow. It's a very followable movie.
Yeah.
You don't get lost in the pie on this one.
No.
It's very straightforward, which is something...
It's fun for the whole family.
Exactly right. And me and Jack always quoted that if it's an easy to follow path A to B, it's a good movie, and that's what it follows with.
Yeah.
So part 1 for us, very good movie.
Tick tick tick.
Let's move to part 2, 1978. So we're going back a few years. The ending of the first one sees us find one of the only other survivors of one of the Shady Side killers. Who is one person that we find out as a different person by the end. And we're now going to go into her story.
Yeah.
From when she was young and how she escaped the Shady Side killers and that. So going back to 1978.
Because obviously Sam needs to be saved.
Yeah. Sam's been possessed. Who was the
Dina's.
The now girlfriend of Dina again. Possessed by who we think is Sarah Fierce.
Yeah. The evil witch.
Yeah, the evil witch. So now we've got to figure out, what does this last survivor know that we can use
to save Sam
and stop all this madness.
Yeah, I thought we should probably say that.
Yeah. So we go back to 1978 to figure out what happened with her.
We were not born.
What she found out.
Yeah.
We were not born. You were very close.
92, baby. 92.
Yeah, close enough, isn't it? Back to 1978 to find out what happened in her scenario, what they could use to figure out that. Again, this is really fucking good.
I love the whole setting. It makes me want to go to a camp. I know we're not obviously in high school
it's
anymore.
Set in a summer camp.
It just gives you those feels. I'm just like, I wish I could go there.
Yeah.
Even though, obviously,
it seems like
mass murder happened.
That, and also the kids just seem like such fucking assholes.
No, but I just love the whole idea of just the whole camp vibe and that.
Yeah.
Especially American one.
Yeah, this gives you the very Friday the 13th vibes. You're at a camp that's got a really hectic name. This is Camp Nightwing. Just fucking brilliant to hear. Same as like Camp Crystal Lake. Oh, good names. Good place to die. Exactly. So this is sort of... this movie more illuminates... what
are you trying to...
Because this is more getting in depth with where Sarah Fierce is buried, where her remains would, like her hand.
Yeah.
Because obviously they know where her bones are.
Yeah.
In the first one, but the hand is the missing piece.
Yeah.
So this is sort of trying to track down that last missing piece of the puzzle that we're trying to figure out.
Yeah.
While also learning of some of the younger kids, like who we know in the first one, Sheriff Nick Good.
Yeah.
Who is the sheriff of the town, trying to help out these. He knows Ziggy, who is the girl in the second one now that we're looking into the life of. He was also at this camp.
He was like, what do you call it, like the counsellor?
Yeah, like a camp counsellor, older person to guide the kids and that through the camp. And again, this is just another story of someone getting possessed, going on a killing rampage. And in this one, this killing rampage is
because it happens every how many?
Every so often.
Yeah.
There's no set.
Yeah.
It's just every so often years.
Yeah.
So it's not
like 30 odd years in a way.
Yes, it could be 20, 30, 5, 10.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of when they want something.
Yeah.
Which we get into in part 3.
Yeah, because what is this evil witch doing? That's what we want to find out. Why is she cursed? Shady.
Yep. Figure out what we can now uncover a little bit further to part 1, which is this one isn't as much in the telling of the full circle of this story. This is just another meat another chunk of meat to go. We'll give you a little bit more to the story.
But they give you, like, not just like, oh, is that it? Like, they give you so much out of it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, they obviously, you find out more about Nick.
Yeah.
You find out more about Ziggy and stuff like that. And obviously how her sister died. And, yeah, like, you find out the last one, what happened before 1994. So it's like, what happened last time? You know, like, history is repeating itself. So it's just like, yeah.
Yeah, it's the same things are happening, but a lot more gruesome, in a lot more gruesome way, until we get, we find Ziggy, who comes back. She gets killed by a bunch of the previous Shady Side killers, and then she's brought back to life by Nick Good.
Yeah.
Bit of CPR, resuscitation.
Bit of kissy.
A little bit of kissy.
Yeah.
And then we sort of go back into 1994 for a little bit, where they now need to try and find the hand, bring it back, and...
Well, they think it's going to work.
They think it's going to be the reason. If they can bring the hand back to the bones of Sarah Fierce, this will stop everything. She'll be put to rest.
Yeah.
Things happen, transpire. We get to that moment. Dina takes a hand there, and as she's placing it in there... Her nose bleeds again, bleeds onto the bones, and she's sort of
has like
transported.
That vision again.
Yeah, she has another vision, but this one's a bit more intense.
Yeah.
She's now looking into the eyes of Sarah Fierce.
Yeah.
As Sarah Fierce in 1666.
And then that's it, right?
That's it.
Yeah.
Movie cuts. We're going to jump to the third one. But just briefly, part 2, your overall thoughts?
Amazing. There's... Just watch it. It's so fucking good. I was telling the girls at work today, I'm like, who's watched it? I'm like, we should be talking about work. I'm like, no, who's watched it? Like, you know.
Yeah.
And, like, Chelsea loves it. She can't wait to hear us talk about it. One of the other girls said that, like, she goes, oh, I knew you were going to watch it. And I'm like, I'm so upset that you, like, beat me to it. So, like, you know, and stuff like that. So, like, I haven't heard anyone say, shit.
Yeah. I mean, you'll have those people out there on, like, the Twitterverse and that, but... overall, I mean...
And, like, if you're going to get scared or anything like that, it's really not scary, but it does come from a heart of, I love jump scares. There's no jump scares
there's nothing in this. This is really just a slasher film, just with a lot of horror vibes, but there's no jump scares. There's, everything's given to you black and white. You're going to know if something's going to come at you anyway, so...
Yeah.
You're pretty well protected.
But, yeah, I just want to talk about, obviously, the twist at the end of number 2, how we thought the girls...
Yeah, so within the first one, we find that the survivor's name is C. Berringham or C. Burnham, whatever the fuck her last name is. To think throughout this whole second movie her name was Cindy.
Yeah.
But then, turns out she's actually Ziggy. Nick Good sort of gave her the name that she was...
Yeah.
Christina or something like that.
Yeah.
So she's actually Ziggy, so that's sort of the twist of being like, oh, she's a different woman.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. But yeah, great movie. Second part, great. Now the third part, to end everything off. Round out this whole trilogy.
So before you start, I thought this was going to be like the shittest one out of the 3 of them.
Yeah.
Because how many times do you go up, you're high, and then you don't come? So I felt like number 3 was going to be the anticlimax. And I didn't expect any people from the first 2, because I didn't really, like, look into this. I never watched the preview for it.
Yeah.
I just thought it was going to be different characters for all 3 of them.
Yeah.
So I was not expecting to see, obviously, the main guys from 1994, who we all love, to be in the third one. And it was quite nice. Like, I know that obviously they were pretending, like, you know, to be the other people, so they could, like, you know, see the vision and stuff. But it was kind of like, oh, hey, friends.
Yeah, okay. We'll touch on that.
Okay.
So,
I liked it.
Part 3, 1666. We're going further back in time. The end of the part 2 is Dina's in the eyes of Sarah Fierce. We now get in this one. We now learn completely about Sarah Fierce.
Yeah.
Who she
was. Is it just like Sarah Fear? Why are you putting an S on the end? Is it Sarah Fierce? Isn't it Sarah Fear?
Maybe.
Okay. Yeah.
Could be wrong, could be fucking up this whole time, but I like Fears.
Okay. I thought it was just Sarah Fear.
It might be.
They write Fear on the...
Yeah.
On the, Yeah.
They do.
Okay.
I've just remembered.
Yeah.
I don't do that much research on this show. You guys fucking know that by now. Give me this one. Shit.
I'm just here for the questions.
Yeah, okay. So we get her life, we understand who she was, what happened to her, and how this curse arose in Shadyside.
Yeah.
So this is all done. All the characters in this are the previous characters from the last two movies.
Yeah.
They all come back to play different parts of people in this time. And we learn about the curse, where it actually has stemmed from.
The good, like...
This is the full big twist of the movie.
Yeah.
Comes in this. Because as this movie's sort of progressing, you're not thinking really that she is a witch of any sort, and that you are going to get thrown for a twist somewhere down the line.
But in the first two, you think she's just an evil witch.
Yeah.
Like, you just think, like, really? Especially the first one.
Yeah. But I just...
Because they're saying that, like, she cut off her hand to sacrifice herself.
Yeah.
So in the second one, you're like, okay, yeah. Like, she's fucking, like, she wants to be a part of, like, you know, the whole devil kind of thing. It's like she is sacrificing herself. And then you find out.
Yeah, you get that, but I think from the get-go of seeing her, it's presented very innocent, and that there is no way that she is going to be an evil entity of any sort.
So you thought from the start she wasn't going to be evil?
As soon as I saw, like starting off in this movie, and how she was starting off...
In 1666?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, me too, but I'm talking about the other two when we watched 94.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you thought...
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
But I'm saying from this one, I've gone, no, that's...
Yeah, but I liked that. I was like,
false.
oh, okay, all right.
No, it could have been done differently.
It's our first fight. Hey.
It's opinionated. I was saying they could have dragged this from the start to keep us going on that path, and then hitting the twist, and then it's even more effective.
Yeah.
It's an effective twist by the end of it.
Yeah.
But it could have been even more.
Yeah. Okay.
But my main gripe is I didn't like bringing back the old actors to play different people in this.
Oh, okay.
I didn't like it because I thought, what am I watching, a play?
Yeah. Well, I suppose
Where else to go?
the listeners and the viewers can tell us.
Yeah, they can do that.
I liked it. I thought it was really cool.
Yeah. I mean, I just feel like I've seen these people already, and I know them as a certain character now. I can't take it seriously if I'm seeing them portraying something completely different.
No, I disagree.
Well, that's fair. You can disagree.
Okay, cool. Let's move on.
Okay, then let's move on. This movie sucks. No, it doesn't. It's really good. It's a really good time to this movie. So just jumping straight through.
She's framed.
She's basically framed as being a witch. There is some sort of weird ass witch.
1666 after all.
Yeah, there is some random ass witch who does live in like the middle of the woods, and she practices all the black magic and shit. But she's probably really just a crazy bitch, and
Like me.
yeah, just drinks too much.
Oh, no.
Not that much. Yeah, you just drink water. But throughout, you have a character named Solomon, who is played by the guy who's playing Sheriff Nick Good in the first one.
Hot in this one with the beard. He looks better with a beard.
Yeah.
I'm not a big girl.
No, she's been with me for 6 years.
That's exactly right. You're something different.
He's good is evil.
Yeah.
Straight up.
Hey.
Shout out from the show. It's very very obvious come most of the way through this movie that he is the one that's going to be responsible for a lot of this. And then it happens and you're like, yep. Cool. Great. But predictable. Very predictable. A lot of people predicted it from the start, from the first movie, that he was going to be something sus to come out from. And yeah, from the start of this third movie, you got that completely, but it was still a really good twist to have a completely different turn of events and what's actually happening with Shadyside.
Well, there you go. I didn't really think Nick had that much to do with it. Obviously, when he slid the note underneath the door of number 1, saying it's happening again, and then when they showed us what happened in number 2, like, I just thought, oh, it's happening again because Nick was there.
Yeah.
It's funny because, like, if I watch it again, I'll probably be like, oh my god, there's so many clues, but I probably wasn't focusing on Nick a lot.
Yeah.
I was focusing more on the whole Sarah Fear thing.
Yeah, Sarah Fear. So, the whole turn of this movie and the whole reason behind all of this, Nick's great ancestor, Solomon Good, struck a deal with the devil, in which he would sacrifice a person to do the bidding of the devil, and in return he would get whatever he wants.
Something good.
Something good. So, this is something that he ran for generations within his family and passed down to members of his family to say, hey, you come here, you do this, you choose a person, you get whatever you want. We see that they do a little time arc there of seeing generations
his
of the
brother
goods.
becomes
mayor.
The mayor.
He becomes sheriff and whatnot.
I say mayor. You say mayor.
Yeah,
that's
mayor.
funny. I say mayor.
Yes,
That's
so
funny.
American. Anyway. So he's the big bad of this movie now, and the only way to stop this curse is to kill Nick Good now in the present day.
Let's get him.
Actually, sorry, before we jump to that, obviously, before all that happens and Sarah is completely framed for this and she's hung at the tree, and basically says to Solomon, it's all spoilers, you guys know that. And she gives a little speech to Solomon to be like, no matter what happens, I'll never let you go. I'll always send to find you and whatnot else, and I'll never rest until I fucking take you out.
Yeah.
And we then... It then all comes to realise that the shady side killers that are coming are only trying to kill certain people who are possibly aware of Nick Good's evil
deeds.
Yeah. So yeah, we get a big final battle at the end.
Beautiful. I loved
it. Great. Looks cool. Bring back all the killers. Come in.
That gave me Stranger Things vibes. Yeah. With the mall.
Yeah, very Stranger Things vibes. But still look really cool. All the different killers are great looking.
Yeah, and like they're scary looking, but like
in their own ways. They're all very different.
It's the whole masks. Yeah.
Yeah, the masks are really effective like that, and that all looks really good. It's all a finale that you can just expect. Yeah, they're gonna win. He's gonna die. There'll be some possible sacrificing, and you just get the all-out battle at the end. He gets killed. All the killers fade away to black.
Yeah.
The devil bubble fucking pimple deflates back into Earth.
Again, very Stranger Things.
Yep, very Stranger Things-esque. Everything seems all hunky-dory, good to go now. Nick Good was the reason behind everything. It's put out there that he's a bad guy. It's all that.
He's a serial killer, like so they say. In the news.
Yep.
Bad things start happening in Sunny.
Instantly, bad things start happening in Sunnyvale. The cave that's connected, to the ritual area is connected to Nick Good's family home or something.
Yeah. We
see Dina and Sam go through, and it's a nice rich house. We see a family tree.
Because obviously, in their basement and stuff is where the ritual was. Which is not
connected,
basement, but further down.
Connected into the mall. And see the family tree. They come out there in Sunnyvale, and instantly someone backs out their driveway and gets taken out by a garbage truck.
Yeah.
And you're like, there you go, it's starting already. Fucking A.
Should we mention the book?
Yep. So obviously the book that's been carried down through generations to summon
how to do it
and how to do this ritual and whatnot is left at the site.
Yeah.
You instantly know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
In the credits of this movie.
And obviously too, after killing people and stuff like that, the last thing you're going to think of is a book on the floor. You're going to think about, all right, let's get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
In case we die, something collapses or anything like that. Because it's like an underground cave.
Yeah.
In a way. So, they pan on the book so obviously, but when you think about it, it's like, oh my god, how can you forget the book? I'm like, you're not thinking about that.
Yeah, no, you're not thinking about it. You think it's all done and good to go. You just you leave and that's it.
Yeah.
You don't do a full clean-up crew and just be like, oh, now we've got to get this place spotless. Before we leave, everyone pick up 2 pieces of rubbish.
Triggered.
Yeah. So yeah, we get everything's all happy and good to go with the kids and that. And then credits start rolling. We're getting a mid-roll back into the mall. Goes underground. Goes back to the cave. Goes back to the book.
And I thought that was going to happen. I thought that was going to be the end.
Yeah,
the
you
book, and
called
then it
it
was
as
going to
going.
go boom, and then
and a pair of hands come out, grab the book, and then it ends. And
Yeah.
we're done.
and it leaves you wanting more, even though those 3 movies, if nothing ever happens, even though we know now, but if nothing happens, I'm happy.
Yeah.
Watch it.
It's a great trilogy of
There's
movies.
nothing else to fucking do right now.
Yeah.
At least you can watch some good shows, good movies.
It's a good 4.5 hours of your time, and it's definitely worth it through all of them.
If you like Stranger Things, if you like Goosebumps, watch it.
100%. They're great movies. They're well worth the watch. All 3 are great and all on the same level. If you had to pick your favourite,
You can't.
I'm going part 2.
Oh. Number 2 was my least favourite.
Wow!
Yep. I'm going to say 3. 3 was my favourite. Yep. 3 was my favourite.
There you go.
I liked how it went, obviously, from 1666. And I had that bit of a shock of going, oh, it's the people from mostly 1994 in part 2. But yeah, so I think having that nice little shock to it, and obviously not the whole movie was based in 66. It went back to 1994.
Yeah.
So that was cool too. So I wasn't expecting that. But obviously, how were they going to, But I liked that.
Fair.
I just can't get over it. It makes me so happy. I love it.
Which is good. You want movies to do that to you. And the future news from that is they want to try to develop this into an MCU type series, TV show.
Yep.
So obviously incorporating more horrors into it and continue this on as more of a series, which could go many seasons. It could go full Stranger Things. It could go really fucking big.
Wouldn't be mad, but don't make it shit.
Yeah, exactly right.
I would love to hear Jack's thought on this, because I feel like, I hope he would like these.
Yeah, he might. I don't know if he's watched them yet.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I might have to ask him.
I'll ask him.
I might ask him on the stream tonight, eh?
Yeah.
Love you.
We're saying that. I think it's time we get into some questions.
Questions.
Lord knows how long this is going to take us. We've already done more than half an hour just on the movies.
Oh, see, there's so
It's long
many.
for
And,
us.
like, we missed out on so much stuff, but it's just like,
Yeah.
we need to fucking...
Alright. We need to
like,
power through
power
these.
through them. We can do it.
Alright. Instagram.
Yes.
Our girl Alyssa.
Yes.
Straight up. Favorite thing about each other, not appearances.
Oh, your humour. Yeah.
This isn't a quick... You don't...
Humour.
Slow the heart
Humour.
rate. Slow the heart rate down.
Okay.
We're good.
Humour.
I like... Fuck, anything but your appearances, not much else.
Wow.
Baby, it's just jokes. I love your caringness. For not just me, for everyone
Oh, baby.
that you're close with.
I'm close with them. I don't like you. Fuck you.
Pretty much, that's how it is. Who would win in an arm wrestling match?
You.
Obviously.
I'm so weak. I'm all leg power. My nan can beat me in an arm wrestle. That's how weak I am.
I'm not commenting because sexism. But obviously. Cinnamon Scroll versus Brownies.
Fuck the first one. I was like, what the fuck are those? Brownies.
Cinnamon Scroll.
Brownies. What?
Yep.
What?
If you
I make you brownies all the time and you eat them.
Yeah, of course I do. Because you don't make me cinnamon scrolls.
Maybe Alyssa should then, huh?
No, she can stick to the lemon cookies. Don't give her something else to do. Lemon cookies only. That's all you can know how to cook.
Okay.
Thank you.
I see you.
Would you rather have itchy feet or sweaty armpits all day, every day?
Sweaty armpits. Itchy feet, that would annoy me.
Yeah, the sweaty pits is fine. Yeah, you just...
I have it anyway at work. At work, I'm
know.
always hot anyway because we have like the heater on all the time.
And when your feet itch,
And I work
it is
hard.
a hard itch to get rid of.
Yeah.
Especially if you're wearing shoes.
You can't sleep.
And when you're wearing shoes, it's even fucking
Yeah.
harder. If you couldn't have your name, what new names would you choose for each other?
For each other? Oldham? Nah,
I'm
I
happy with
couldn't.
it.
Well, if I had the choice, I'd call you Trent because Trent Reznor.
Such a disgusting name.
If not Colby.
Yeah, such a bitch.
Yeah, Trent, because I've always, like, I don't want kids. We don't want kids. But if I, like, had a son, I always wanted to call him Trent, so. Yeah, so
Jennifer.
I'll call you Trent. Jennifer.
Yeah.
Aniston.
No, just Jennifer.
Body.
Jennifer.
Okay. I did not suit.
No one suits a
Do you
name that they
see
don't
Trent?
have. No. What do you mean? No. Terrible name.
Trenny.
Yeah, it's just so Aussie and just like...
Trenny. The reminds me of Kathleen Kip. Sorry, yeah.
Should Jack move into Jacob's old room?
Yes, I've already asked him.
You really should. I don't think you realise that Jacob was no burden on ourselves whatsoever.
He was
And
here for 7 months.
You get cheap rent and you get full control of the house.
$150. And then you just buy your food. That's it.
You're covered everywhere else, buddy. It's a good deal. And I take it. It's a good little
Already
room.
asked him.
It's a good bed.
But no.
We'll let you put stuff up on the walls.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
That's true.
Do you prefer Adam and Brooke or Brooke and Adam?
See, it's funny. I don't know. But our sign when you walk in says Adam and Brooke.
Yeah, I think it's just an alphabetic choice.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah,
it's
so
AB.
if I had to write it and like look at it, I would prefer Adam and Brooke
Well,
as A and B.
we just got to look at what flows better.
Yeah.
Adam and Brooke, Brooke and Adam. I think Adam and Brooke rolls better.
Yeah. Yeah, Adam and
It's
Brooke.
weird, but you know.
Just like our welcome sign.
Yep.
Adam and Brooke.
Would you rather 2 dicks and no balls, or a big dick with teeny tiny balls?
Big dick with teeny tiny balls. Yeah. Easy.
But 2 dicks though.
No. What am I going to do with that?
What? Exactly right. You get to choose.
No!
Do you want left or do you want right tonight?
No. Just one big one.
Okay.
What would you prefer to
2
have?
dicks.
Okay.
That'd just be so fun.
Peeing? You'd be like fucking Mighty Boosh.
Yeah, hold on like handlebars.
Oh, God. Alright.
Yes,
Then you can't hold your phone.
I can. Don't even hold the one dick I have anyway.
Alright.
Just let it sit.
Next!
Favorite evil character?
Ooh. I'm just going to say the nun because she actually scared me. Like, I would picture a window, I'm like, if I just saw the nun, like, I'd be fucking scared. Like, regardless
Good
that
choice.
she's, like, she's not, like, that evil, like, I don't know, like, I don't watch Star Wars, but, like, Darth Vader or stuff like that. Like, are they more of an evil character? But to me, when I think of evil, I think of scary.
Yeah, that's fair.
So, yeah, the nun for me.
Rita Repulsa.
Bah?
Power Rangers.
Oh.
Rita.
Yeah, I don't usually... sorry. The last name, like... Yeah, don't worry. Move on. Yeah, cool.
I asked
Power...
you to marry me.
You know I love Power Rangers.
Yeah, sounds like it.
Oh.
You have a home intruder. What's your weapon of choice?
Ooh. I have that rain stick that I've had since I was like 2.
Jesus Christ, if that doesn't send him running, I don't know what will.
Yeah.
Just a fucking simple knife.
You have a knife beside our bed.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yep. For that reason.
Yeah. I remember, like, I think Pop's got, like, a golf club beside his bed and...
You need something practical. Golf club's good, but
I actually wouldn't know.
got to
what
warm
I
up
would-
the swing.
I'd probably just...
Knife, you can just sort of hide that and just...
Yeah, but when it actually comes, I feel like you'll be like, baby! Hold me, I'm Italian!
100%, I'm jumping out the window going, yeet,
Yeah.
gone.
Oh, you have to say yeah.
Then Alyssa order said, fucking love you, Brooke.
Oh, I love you! Fuck, I miss you.
Yeah, thanks.
Oh!
Thanks, Alyssa. Love you too.
She's a baby.
How many bananas do you think you could eat before vomiting, and who could do more?
Oh, definitely me. Bananas.
Yeah, I like bananas. No, I don't think I'd eat that many.
Like,
No, you'd probably eat more, yeah.
yeah.
Because they're dick-shaped.
I've done... Well, it's funny because I've got a smoothie right there with no bananas in it, and it tastes weird because I'm so used to like eating bananas in my smoothies. I reckon I could probably do 5 easily.
Fuck!
Yeah. Fucking oath. At the same time. No. I could eat 5.
I could eat
reckon.
2. I'll do 2.
Yeah, okay, well I win then.
It's just too much mush.
I reckon I could probably do more than 5, but we'll go with 5.
This is just too much mush.
Maybe we should do it for like, you know.
Sure,
Last
no, not happening, not happening. Alright, Chelsea.
Yes.
What are your favourite horror thriller tropes?
Come back to me. You go.
Fuck. The score to the music is a big thing. It adds a completely different element. We talk about this all the time. Soundtrack and score is very big in movies, and people don't appreciate it as enough as they should. I think if they realise a movie, if it had a different sound to what it has, it would be a completely different vibe, and you would vibe differently with it.
Okay.
And it wouldn't be as effective depending on what that scene is.
I think I have mine.
Mm-hmm.
I love it when like there's some kind of like reference, like no, I'm trying to think of the word. Like this is based on a true story. Like those. Does that make sense?
So you prefer things that are taken
like,
from a real source?
Yeah, like I like it when this is like, oh, this is based on like loosely, even if it's just loosely. When they say it's based on,
so you'd say something like Wolf Creek opposed to something like Friday the 13th.
Yeah. So I like it when it's based on something like
you
some
prefer
event.
a real thing over a fake thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even if they might, you know, glorify it and
so like your Conjurings.
Yeah. So like, I suppose the trait is like having a real backstory in some way, even if it's just little. Like I don't. Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. Cause that was like, oh, cool.
Yes. All right, Jess. What are the most crucial red flags to look out for when dating?
Red flags. When you're dating, fuck.
Humour.
What do you mean? That's a good thing.
Yeah, but like how the humour is.
Oh, okay. Money? If they're good with money? Remember that? Huh? Remember that?
Yeah, now we have a house.
Yeah, seeing how they spend their money, if they blow it or save it or anything like that. Red flags.
Seeing how they speak to other people.
How they treat your family.
True.
If they're like, yeah, we'll go see mum and dad. You know what I mean? Or, yeah, we'll go hang out with your sister or something like that. Not like, oh, do we fucking have to? Because if you like spending time with your sister, not I have one, but you know what I mean? Or you like spending time with your mum and dad, obviously. With us girls, it's different. I feel like all the girls always like their partner's family. Do you know what I mean? Like, we make more of an effort, but I think that's just a girly thing.
Yeah, I think so.
But, yeah, it's nice when the guy's like, yeah, we'll go do that. Yeah, like, yeah.
You pointing out a red flag of mine, or?
No, I'm just saying in general, like, I hate it when... No, that's your own family. You need to see your own family more. Yeah.
No.
Anyway.
Can't. Lock down.
No, apart from that.
What am I gonna do?
But yeah, I think seeing if they want to spend time with
games.
family... see how they react when you grab their phone. I don't believe in checking other people's phones anyway. I feel like that's just trespassing. But when you're like, oh, like, who was that? And they go, no, don't look. It's like, that's a fucking red flag.
Yeah. Unless they're hiding like something they're buying for you. Like, like, let's say it's your birthday coming up or it's Christmas.
Yeah, but if they're saying that all the time.
Yeah. And you're not getting any presents, you're like, I had a lot from me. I haven't gotten anything in the last 6 months.
Yeah.
Red flag. Is love more of a noun or a verb, in your opinion?
Ooh.
What's a noun?
A noun.
That's not a joke. I'm being serious.
So, verb is a doing word, a noun is like a chair. Like it's a item, it's an object.
Okay.
Like
it's
like it's a thing. It's a thing. Like it's literally a thing.
Yeah, well,
I think it's a verb. I think you have to show that you have to I'm trying to like word this properly, but like I'm not saying physical love, but obviously it's a doing word. I don't want to say sex is love. I think
sex is work.
Yeah, I'm going to say verb because, like, I feel like you show your love by body language and interaction, holding hands, cuddling. Like, you know, I'm just like looking at it like this. That's not love.
It is a lot.
I think it's, yeah. Does it say verb?
I agree.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay. Sorry, Jess.
It sounds more like a girl question, though. You don't ask a man that.
Hopefully I answered that correctly.
Jack might answer that, but, you know.
Am I stupid?
Which of your family members are you most like?
I think you can, I'll do yours and you do mine.
Okay. You're your mum.
Oh, yeah. I am my mum. 100%. When I hear me talk now and stuff like that, when I'm older and stuff, holy shit.
Yep.
I am my mum.
And me?
You're your fucking dad. You are a little goat man.
What do you mean? What?
I remember when your dad was showing me a photo of when he was about 20. And I was like, oh my god, it's older! It was so funny. And I'm like, oh my god, you were going to look like your father.
Yeah, but he's tanned. I'm not.
Yeah, that's the only thing.
He's a lot shorter.
I know what I'm in for, so I'm not mad.
I am.
Just don't shrink like he, like...
Well, fuck, I'll try not to.
But yeah, I sound like my mum. I am my mum.
Snap like your mum.
What?
What? How much money did the tooth fairy give you for a tooth?
Mum and Dad would give me, like, money, but then Nan would be like, the tooth fairy left money here as well, and then give me, like, notes. And I'm like, fuck yeah!
That was definitely a Nan thing. Mine did the same as well.
So I feel like Mum and Dad would give me, like, enough money for the tooth fairy.
Yeah.
But Nan and Pop would give me, like, notes, and I was like, hell yeah!
Yeah, from vaguely from remember, I know getting like maybe $5 or $10, depending how old I was and you know how like what number tooth it was at.
I believed it too. I was like, oh my god, like the tooth fairy need to come down to Pop's because I would always be there anyway.
Yeah, well, back when I was losing teeth was when we lived with Nan and Pop. And they were just upstairs, so you know Nan would be like, oh, the tooth fairy came past here as well to leave you a few things too.
Yeah.
And I'd come up there and there'd be like a toy of some sort or at one point, you know, it was like
I think I might have got gifts as well.
There was a couple packs of Pokemon cards.
Yeah,
you know,
I think I might have got gifts.
And that's just a Nan thing. They just want to buy you things because you're young and you just go.
Did your Nan ever leave like gifts on the bed? Like when when you come home from school.
Yeah.
Because like Nan always did that to me.
So much.
Because I would go down to Pop's every Tuesday before I moved in with them. Because like at school at Marilla High, shout out. We would finish heaps early on a Tuesday, so that was my day to go down to Pop's for dinner. And I'd be like, oh, if you go upstairs, there might be some presents on your bed. And it would always be something cool, like a new outfit or a DVD or a CD or a VHS.
All the time.
Depending on what time
All the time there'd be something left somewhere. Sometimes I'd have to find them.
No.
They'd send me a little
I'm going to start doing that for you, because we live in a two-story house. I'm like, there's a present on your bed. DVDs.
DVDs are hard the time. Perhaps sneakers. Best songs to play during sexy time.
We do not really have songs that we put on. We put on
It's just
TV
in the
shows.
background.
Yeah.
Well, there's something in the background, you know. Sometimes we've watched a live concert. You just had it on in the background. At least it's just a live concert of a band.
I'm just trying to think.
Early on, I'd have the playlist.
I fucking hated that playlist.
It was full of bangers.
Your bangers.
Yes,
fucking Yellow Card and shit. That's all I remember.
Yellow Card,
and...
P-Money.
No, it's not me. That one.
Yeah.
Whatever that was.
Bring Me the Horizon, P-Money.
Yeah. Nah, I didn't.
Skepta.
Wasn't a fan.
A lot of good stuff.
Yeah, Skepta. That's what it was.
A lot of good stuff.
But, like, yeah, I like when we put on, like I wouldn't be mad if we put on Tyler's new set from New York.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can we just appreciate how good Tyler, the Creator's new album is?
Yep. It's a fucking step up.
Anyway.
It's pretty good. Worst injury sustained at a gig.
So, and Shikari, like pre-Adam, we're at the Roundhouse, and I was with the boys, and I was trying to get to the front because the boys were in the pit and fucking doing their little moves and stuff, and I was like, oh, I'm not getting in though. So I'm like, if I make my way to the barrier, then hopefully I don't get hurt, and then I can just stay there and be really close to the to the Enda Shikari boys. And I did. I got really close, but I had braces. And you know what Inshikari are like. You know, they're very rowdy and everything like that. And unfortunately, there's not too many girls that go to Inshikari. Don't know why my voice is doing that. But some guy was getting into the song. Don't remember what song it was. And he was taller than me. And went like this. Straight into my jaw, cheek. And with braces, it just cut my cheek on the inside. And it fucking killed. And he was like, oh my God. Like, even though I couldn't hear him, he's like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. And I'm like, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay. And I had to put on so much numbing cream.
Yeah.
Was it Enshikari? Yeah, no, it was Enshikari.
Yeah. That sounds terrible. Not too many for me because I tend to stay away from a lot of people at gigs because I just want to watch the show.
I used to...
One of the first shows I went, I saw the Red Shore at some uni, and I was close to the front, and someone stage dived straight on top of my head. I blacked out for about 3 seconds.
Holy shit, I never knew this.
Yeah, blacked out for about 3 seconds. My hearing went. I couldn't see anything.
Off.
Yeah, then I got back up and it was just like, whoa. Kind of
God.
Walked up to the back and being like, that was fun.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That's so scary.
And then there's another one. An ex-girlfriend of mine had tickets to see
Who? No.
the Murder Dolls. Anyone remember the Murder Dolls?
Ew.
Yeah, Wednesday 13, Joey Jordison. Yeah, that was great. Saw them at the Metro. And I just took the ticket because it was there. And obviously I was dating her for like 2 weeks. And we were close to the front as well. And there was some like real like emo chick in front of us.
Yeah.
And she had the big fucking boots on.
Standard.
And she couldn't handle the fact that there was a lot of people around her and thinking that like my missus at the time was like trying to deliberately push into her back.
Oh.
And not realizing that there's so many other people and like we're not trying to, literally just trying to stop people from pushing into us, into you. So she thought she'd try and do a bit of a donkey kick from behind.
Oh, yeah,
well, she missed my partner at the time's leg and got my shin.
Well, good.
What do you mean?
You don't want someone to hurt your girlfriend. You're stronger.
Yeah, but it still sucked.
Yeah.
And it was unwarranted.
So you'd rather...
Don't make me sound like a bad guy right now.
You should be like, oh, well, I'm glad it hit me, not her.
Oh, fuck that bitch. I didn't do anything wrong. I didn't deserve that shit at all.
Okay, if it was me...
My wrists were clean. I had the cleanest wrist that night. I'm saying because it's emo and everyone's...
Oh, that's a bad joke. Take that back.
No. What do you mean? They're emos.
Okay, moving on.
That's what they were all about.
Moving on. Moving on.
What kind of content would you like to see Jack create for the You Like That podcast extra?
Well, I messaged him actually and I said, like, maybe you should get, like, a listener to, like, say, hey, why don't you watch this movie? Or just do cult classics.
Yeah.
I don't want to do, like... Yeah, I feel like because even though the girls help Jack pick, like, the top, like, the 3 for, like, the extra, I reckon it'd be cool if, like, anyone else, like, even them, like, do you know what I mean? Like, just someone, just go through your Like That followers and say, hey, pick a movie and I'll review it.
Yeah, maybe.
Something like that. I don't know.
Or...
Just a suggestion.
Well, obviously we're doing the live stream every week now, but Jack still says he may throw out extra episodes every so often.
Yeah.
I'd like to see something more musical, because he's a very musical person.
Oh, okay.
Loves his music.
Oh.
So I'd say maybe an album review.
Oh,
Wouldn't
so
go astray.
not even... Oh, I'm sorry. Well, I didn't know we're going outside the box here. I thought it was just going to be about movies.
Well, it doesn't have to be. They can do video games as well. Whatever's hot at the time would be fun. All right.
Interesting.
We're in our last batch now.
Okay.
We're in your batch of questions now.
Yeah.
So, we're going back to Alyssa.
Yeah.
Is banana bread awesome or overrated? It's overrated.
Hate it.
Who would you love to have on your new show?
Huh?
No one.
What does that mean?
I'm thinking she means for Jax. Oh, wait, no. Did she send this to you?
Who would you like to see on the new
Who
show?
would you love to have on your new show?
Like, I don't know what that means.
if
Show.
she's talking about what
Like, we're
Jack's
talking about-
extra one is going to be, no one. If we're talking about the live stream, which you wouldn't have known of at this time, no one.
I would like for Alyssa to contact us.
Alyssa, you should come on the show, you fuckhead.
Yeah.
Why you haven't done an episode yet is baffling.
You should.
What's your favourite outfit of each other's?
I like it when you wear... I'm such a, like, standard black skinny jeans, your black beanie with your hair poking out, and, like, a band tee for you.
So nearly what I'm wearing now.
Yeah, but, like, I like when you got a beanie on. You just look extra cute. Extra handsome. What do you like me wearing?
Let me tell you. Nah, I like you in just blue skinny jeans. And
Blue,
like
not black.
No, I
Well,
prefer
I'll
blue.
just chuck them out then.
No, I prefer I like the bluey ones.
Oh, I never
Bluey
knew
denim.
that.
I prefer. And then any of your tops that show cleavage.
Which is not anymore. I used to back in the day, but
Yeah.
I'm 30 now.
It's never too late.
Oh, okay.
Show the girls. Get them out.
Oh, God.
A movie that never gets old.
Ferris Bueller's Day Out. It's just...
They out. or
Day
they off?
Out. Oh, my God.
That's supposed to be your favourite movie. And you can't even get it right.
I can't believe I just did that. Why did I just do that? That's so weird. I promise you it's my fucking favourite movie of all time.
Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back.
I feel like I can always watch over the Sex and the City films, number 1 and number 2.
Controversially, You Don't Mess with the Zohan. Again, I gloat.
Yeah.
I've watched that movie 3 times in
Can't
one
believe you
day.
said Ferris Bueller's Day Out. Did I say Day Out?
You said Day Out. You're terrible. An embarrassing musician you were obsessed with when you were young.
Probably just like the standard Aqua and... Wait, when I was young though, I wasn't ashamed of them when I was young.
I'm not ashamed of anything I've listened to.
Yeah, like I was like...
I still listen to them now.
I loved Aqua, I loved Venga Boys. I've seen them live, literally like 5 years ago.
I don't know if you want an answer outside Nelly Furtado.
Yeah, I don't think
Yes,
I
way
listened
out
to
left field.
anyone that I was ashamed of. Is that what like it's pretty much saying?
Yeah.
No.
An embarrassing musician. No, it's just an embarrassing musician you were obsessed with.
Oh, obsessed with. What's one? Yeah. 5. I don't know if you remember 5. But, like, I was obsessed with that boy band. But they weren't, like, the biggest boy band. Obviously, Backstreet Boys were.
Mm.
And 5 was, like, in the background a bit. So that was probably embarrassing because it wasn't, like, the lead one.
Yeah, I was never obsessed with anyone when I was young.
Yeah.
Musically, because I just kind of listened to whatever was playing.
Like, I was obsessed with Eminem. And now I'm just like, oh, God.
Yeah. Yeah,
But
I can't say I was obsessed.
at the time, I was like, yeah, I like Eminem. I'm cool.
Alright, Chelsea for some Fear Street questions.
Yes.
Who said
Thanks, Chelsea.
she's excited for our thoughts on it. I hope you enjoyed our thoughts on it.
Yeah. Get Chelsea in here one time.
Who was your favourite killer?
Ooh. The priest with the no eyes. I think that was just fucking eerie.
Yeah, it's very, very creepy.
Very creepy because I didn't actually realise it was going to be him. And I was like, oh my God, of course. Like, I forgot about him and I was just like, oh.
Yeah. The pervy milkman was disturbing.
With like, he was like licking and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a very grotesque looking thing, and I think he'd have a good story to tell.
Yeah.
For how he is, because he's obviously got like half the fucked up face, and why is he called the milkman? Is it 'cause he was a milkman?
No, I agree with you then.
You know, he seems like he has a very interesting story.
Because he was like a bit like burnt.
Yeah, that or the one that had like the long mask.
Yeah, that looks
really tall
familiar.
one.
What is that from? That mask? I need to Google it or something. It reminds me of something.
Yeah, and her last one was a twist you didn't expect, or did nothing surprise you?
It's probably not like a major twist, but like with the sisters.
Yeah.
Just was like, oh, okay. I was like, wait, did I get it wrong the whole time? And then you're like, no, baby, that was just...
Yeah, nah.
I was like, oh, I've been calling them the other names, and
Yeah, like no. They threw us for a twist there.
Yeah.
Nah.
The second part.
None of them. I didn't expect many of them. I think as the movies were playing out, I was piecing it together and wasn't thrown off by anything when it came around.
Yeah, but I loved all of them. Like, it wasn't like, oh my god, there it is. But
yeah,
like,
I'm not saying like it was like predictably bad. Like,
no,
it was predictable, but it was still great to see.
Yeah.
So I loved it.
Yeah.
And that's the questions.
Oh, there we go.
There, we're done.
Just over an hour? I can't read.
Just over an hour.
Okay, yeah.
We kept it short. We kept it sweet.
Oh.
Didn't want to spend too much time on those questions because I got to start streaming in 40 minutes.
Woo!
That's
Say
right.
hi to Jackers for me.
I will. Guys, thank you very much for joining us on another week of the You Like That podcast. As always, you can find us anywhere you get your podcasts. If you want to listen to us on audio, that's your Spotify, iTunes, Google Play. If you want to watch us, we put the videos up on YouTube. Obviously, if you're watching us, you're here and you are subscribed to the channel because that really fucking helps.
Subscribe to the channel before you leave.
That's
right.
All. That's right. Yes, the set will be evolving very soon. I do have something coming for the set.
Ooh, yep.
That is
we mentioned it last week too, but
that is going to look very, very good. That is all paid for. I have also sent off an inquiry to get a YouTube intro done as well. Off Fiverr.
Cute.
For about $15.
Aw, that's nice.
So just to make it a little bit more professional on the YouTube side of things.
I like that.
And hopefully it can be all well and prepped for when Jack does return to the blessed couch. If you guys
Keeping it warm for you.
Yes, she is. You definitely are.
My big booty.
If you want any merch as well, obviously, You Like That podcast. .store. Still cold. Hoodies are still there.
Yep.
Shirts are there. Pillows are there. Phone cases are there.
Yeah.
Which you still haven't ordered.
Let's go do it right now. Mm-hmm. Yep, let's go do it.
So you can pick up some of that good stuff. When you get it, tag us in it so we can see how beautiful you look and our beautiful faces on your chest and back. And share us around wherever you can. Tell your friends about us. Obviously, we have all this content now coming out. We're going to be taking over everyone's fucking social platforms. So we want more people to come join the pod. Come and just have fun. And hopefully, we can keep you guys all entertained during this lockdown period. So there's at least something for you to look forward to.
Hopefully you guys aren't bored of me yet. And don't mind me being here, filling in Jack's spot. But yeah.
I'm enjoying it. It's fun. So, until...
Awesome! Look, I smile! So
yes.
cute.
Until we see you guys next time, until I see you on the live stream, or you see Jack on the midweek, or you see us back here on the main show, you've been joined with me. My name is Adam, and I'm one half of the You Like That podcast. And again, joined with...
I'm Brookie.
Brookie.
Thanks.
For another week. Take care, guys. We'll see you all later.